Welcome to the Guiding a Voice podcast. I hope you are well. I just wanted to come on and talk about something that's I've been thinking about for a while now, the return of light. So how are we navigating signs and synchronicities after transformation? This is our current situation right now. So there comes a moment after the dark night of a soul when the air itself begins to feel different, as if something long hidden is finally breathing again. This could be a return of energy. It could be a return of a person or an idea, something that is suddenly making you feel that the heaviness has loosened its grip. It might not be all at once, but it can come away in quiet layers that fall away like dusk dissolving into dawn. So where once there was only stillness and ache, a tender shimmer of hope then begins to rise, as if a soft candle flame is refusing to go out. And you may find your heart opening to beauty again, your spirit remembering the language of wonder it had nearly forgotten. And in that sacred in-between, the return of light is often not loud. It's not dramatic. It just arrives, but with a whisper or a pulse or a gentle yes from your soul. And the universe begins to speak in symbols and signs, offering small miracles that remind you that you are not lost, that you are only being led. So the shift in this energy is often subtle. You may feel like it before you can name it, actually. It's like a breeze moving through a room you thought was still. Your awareness grows softer and then sharper at once, noticing what was always there, but you could not see before. Colors often seem brighter, light feels more alive, and every ordinary moment suddenly seems to have a quiet glow. And you begin to catch the smallest of details, repeating numbers, a meaningful song, a passing glance, a smile from someone, a sudden certainty in your chest, in your gut. These are the delicate first moments of intuition awakening. And it starts stirring from within your body like a holy ember that is taking a quiet flame. Once what felt heavy is now feeling quite spacious and freeing, as though your inner world is making room for something greater to enter. This is a sacred threshold moment where your spirit crosses from survival into remembrance. And you are being prepared by tenderness, not force. This phase matters because your heart is finally open enough to receive what your healing has been preparing you to understand. The veil is thinner now, and the signs that reach you carry a clarity that may have felt inaccessible before. In this space, the universe is speaking with greater intimacy, answering not only your questions, but your becoming. You are more receptive to guidance, more willing to trust the subtle pull of your intuition, and more able to recognize divine timing at play. So what arrives now is just not random, it is arranged to meet you at the edge of your transformation and to guide you forward. Each whisper, synchronicity, and inner nudge becomes a lantern, illuminating the road to your next chapter. So this is the moment where hope becomes direction, and direction becomes your destiny. Recognizing the signs. Signs and messages arrive even in many forms, often quietly, often in ways that ask for your attention rather than your certainty. Learning to recognize them is an art of presence, a practice of slowing down enough to notice what keeps repeating, shimmering, or returning to you. The universe rarely speaks in plain language. It speaks in symbols and patterns and meaningful coincidences that often invite reflection. What may seem random at first can become unmistakable when your awareness is often softened by trust. And the more you listen, the more you begin to see that guidance is already around you, woven into the ordinary moments of your everyday. So what type of signs? Well, it could be repeating numbers, 1111, or just 111. You would notice these sort of numbers on timestamps on your phone, or perhaps on receipts or addresses, or even the back of buses. This is the universe confirming you're on the right path. You may see signs like animal messengers. You may see a lot of birds suddenly in your vision. Could be a robin, could be crows, could be ravens, could be kestrels or other birds of prey. These unexpected encounters have specific symbolic meanings for your journey. You may see a fox cross your path. You may see a frog jump in front of you. You may see butterflies or dragonflies. These animal messages are here to tell you about the symbolic meanings for your journey. You might start noticing songs and lyrics in songs, hearing exact messages that you need at the perfect moment through music. You may also have signs in conversations or other random encounters, possibly with strangers who might say something that you needed to hear. Or you might even experience divine timing in meetings with people you have not seen in a long while. You may get dreams and visions, vivid imagery, recurring symbols or messages within dreams, especially as these come from your subconscious or your higher self. You might experience physical sensations, chills or tingling, warmth, hot energy shifts, when you're aligning with truth or your gut feeling. Objects and symbols, things like feathers or coins, could be on your path as you're walking along. Other meaningful items like ribbons or flowers or other symbolic things on your path that you might pick up and think, what does this mean? Because you know it has been placed on your path. Signs are deeply personal, and no two journeys will ever unfold in the exact same way. What matters most is the feeling of recognition, that quiet inner yes that tells you something meaningful has just touched your path. When a sign resonates, it does not force uncertainty. It simply opens a door between what you are living and what you are ready to understand. And over time, that inner knowing becomes its own language. It's your inner language. It's guiding you one subtle confirmation at a time. When we think about understanding synchronicities, what are they? Well, they're meaningful coincidences. Often they'll defy logic of explanation. They'll arrive at moments when the outer world mirrors your inner state. They often appear when timing feels too precise to dismiss, as if life is answering a question you haven't even spoken out loud yet. And in those moments, a number, a phrase, a meeting, or an unexpected turn of events carries a sense of recognition that is hard to ignore. Carl Jung described them as a causal connecting principles, suggesting that events can be linked by meaning rather than cause and effect. Seen this way, synchronicity becomes the universe's quiet reminder that everything is connected, even when the connection is invisible to the mind. So what feels random on the surface may actually be part of a deeper pattern unfolding around you. Synchronicities are the universe's way of confirming you're in alignment. They increase when you're on the right path and when you're paying attention. And during periods of transformation, synchronicities often multiply because you are more often open to receive them and much more aware of the subtle language of life. As your inner frequency shifts, you begin to notice connections that were always present, but previously hidden beneath distractions or doubt. The world seems to respond in kind, reflecting back signs that reinforce your healing, your direction, and your becoming. In this heightened state of awareness, even the smallest of coincidences can feel like a thread in a much larger tapestry of life. And that recognition does not just comfort you, it invites you to trust the inner connectedness of all things and move forward with a greater faith and trust in your journey. So, how do you do this? How do you stay aware and receptive? So awareness is not just a one-time realization, it is a practice that deepens every time you choose to slow down and to listen, to stay open to guidance. You must meet life with an intentional presence, creating enough stillness to notice what is trying to reach you, what is the universe trying to tell you, to teach you. The more consistently you return to that inner quiet, the easier it becomes to recognize subtle ways direction arrives. So create quiet spaces for you to do this by meditation or journaling or stillness to allow any of these messages to come through. You can't ask the universe for help, for spirit to guide you if you aren't prepared to wait for the answer. Trust your first instinct when you have that initial gut feeling. It's normally the purest form of guidance before your mind interferes. Keep a signed journal. Document your synchronicities, your dreams, your patterns. Often those meanings will reveal themselves over time to you. When you ask for clarity, directly request the signs from the universe so that you can see the confirmation and the direction. Release expectations. This is a big one. Let go of how you think things should appear, how you think the guidance would look. Just stay open to unexpected forms. Follow the energy. Notice what lights you up. How are you feeling? What creates that expansion versus the contradiction of that feeling within your body? Act on your guidance. Signs are invitations. Taking aligned action opens the door to more guidance. So don't just ignore it. Don't just see it and do nothing. Pick up that button, that feather, and say thank you. Notice what that meaning of the number means as you are in that moment. Express gratitude all the time to the universe for each sign. Gratitude again amplifies your receptive frequency. So trust the process even when the full picture is not yet visible. Each sign is a breadcrumb for you. It's not the whole map. You are not ready to see the whole map. The purpose is to guide you to your next step, rather than to reveal this entire path at once. When you move with faith and patience, the way forward will become clearer in motion. The answers you need often arrive after you have honored the guidance already given. So, stepping into your next chapter now, this transition period is preparing you for what comes next, even if you cannot yet see the full shape of it. The dark night has transformed you. Believe that. Stripping away what no longer belongs to you or your life and making space for what is true. Now the light is revealing a new path, one quiet step at a time, with more clarity than you had before. The signs and synchronicities are not random. They are the universe's GPS coordinates, pointing you towards your next level of growth. Every Every meaningful coincidence is a gentle confirmation you are being moved in an alignment with your purpose. Trust that this is unfolding. It is sacred. It is what is arriving to meet you exactly where you are ready to rise. You are not the same person who entered the darkness. Trust the new version of yourself that is emerging. The signs are confirming what your soul already knows. In this sacred time of transition, stay present to the magic unfolding around you, even in the smallest of moments. Let each sign, each synchronicity, and each quiet inner nudge remind you that you are being led with care and precision. You do not need to force the path to open. You only need to keep listening, to keep trusting, and to keep moving forward with an open heart. Every step is guiding you exactly where you need to be. Today, a life that feels truer, brighter, and more deeply yours is available to you. Your journey is valid. Your becoming is holy, and you have everything you need to navigate by the light of your own inner knowing and supported by our beautiful universal guidance. Thank you for listening. I hope this has given you a bit more insight. Please join and subscribe to the Guiding Voice podcast, as we are networking with many others who are on this journey of change. And I always hope that the right person receives the messages as they arrive. So love and light to you. See you real soon. Thank you for listening.